What's up, guys? Welcome to our channel Think Beyond the Brain. Today, we are going to talk about 60 plus very cool facts about the human body. Now, we all know that humans are very important in, in this world. The human body is a very much interesting thing because every animal in this world, on this world, are different from each other. So, there are different things about every animal, and we all know humans are very important over here. So today we are going to talk about human body. Now, following our earlier videos, we have learned about the digestive system. So in digestive systems, the digestive parts of our body, which were like the gallbladder and the pancreas, that all was not we know also. We just know that stomach, liver, intestines, and that all. Some parts which we also don't know in our life of our human body of what we are. We don't know some facts. We don't know about us only. So what? So today we are going to talk about that 60 more than 60 very cool facts about the human body. But before starting, please like our video, please share our video and subscribe our channel and click the bell icon for the future videos notifications and watch the video till the end. Now, first we will talk about brain. Now, the brain nerve impulses to and from the brain travel as fast as 170 miles per hour. Now, in our brain, as the brain, you all know that brain only functions our whole body. The brain gives signals to our whole body and tells you have to do like this. So, the nerves, that nerves send signals to our body, to our parts, and then from their parts they move. So this now the fastest car of the world cannot go this much speed, 170 miles per hour. The cars also just not gone till miles, it is just on kilometers. And today we are talking about the nerves 170 miles per hour. Means it is very much long distance, and but our body is small, and in just that small distance it is going 170 miles per hour, so it can be very fast to react. It's due to the super speedy movement of our nerve impulses from your brain to the rest of the body and vice versa, bringing reactions at the speed of a high powered luxury sports car. Now if we also touch, if something is pinned to our hand, if injection is over there, then we feel pain. It also goes with that speed to again to the brain reacting again. Now second one is the brain operates on the same amount of power as 10-watt light bulb. Now the light bulb, we all know it glows, it sends light to everywhere, and how bright it is. So the brain also operates with same power of the 10-watt light bulb. It is big amount, just seeing small. The cartoon image of a light bulb over your head when a great thought occurs inst isn't too far off the mark. Your brain generates as much energy as a small light bulb even when you're sleeping. Now, if it is just going 10-watt light bulb, which is a long, which is a large amount, then if we sleep, but then also our brain works. Then also our brain produces energy, which is not as 10-watt light bulb because not we are using it now. So it converts less energy, uses less energy, and stores the others energy. Now, the third one comes the human brain cell can hold 5 times as much information as the Encyclopedia Britannica. Now, this Encyclopedia Britannica is a very much large book, very much big book. In it, it is of more than 100 pages, more than 200 pages. This much of whole information, 5 Encyclopedia Britannica books means our body can contain 1000 terabytes. Now, terabytes is more than, in our phone, we all know that 1 GB is also a lot, but the terabytes is more than 1 GB. More than everything means that 1000 terabytes we cannot think also. So that's why only all this, we sometimes, if we learn something from our notebooks, we sometimes forget it. But these all ABCD numbers, they all are stored in that part of our body, that part of our brain, which comes in that 1000 terabytes, which will be stored forever. This much space is there, and just for 1000 terabytes, it is not ending up just for learning about what school is teaching till 10th, 11th, 12th. It is a very large amount which we can learn more and more things about the world, more and more things about everything. The National Archives of Britain, containing over 900 years of history, only takes up 70 terabytes, making your brain's memory power pretty darn impressive. Now, 900 years now, from now, before 900 years, what has happened, what had happened, this all if also we study, no, it will just contain 70 terabytes of the world, 70 terabytes of our brain. So rest, there is also more amount. As I told, it is a very large amount. We can learn more and more things for it. Now the fourth one is your brain uses 20% of the oxygen and enters the bloodstream. Now the brain, we all know the oxygen is also very much important for our body. Every blood also contains oxygen. So our brain uses 20% of oxygen that enters the bloodstream. The brain only makes up about 2% of our body mass. Now, about the muscles of our body and that all our flesh and that all, the brain only consists of 2% of our body. And 2% is also not small of our body. Our body is filled up of very much organs and very much things that consumes more oxygen than any other organ in the body. Now, 20% of the oxygen means if it is taking for example 1 kg oxygen from it, 20%, it is a very large amount also. Our brain is smaller than the other parts of our body also, but then also it takes consumes a lot of oxygen as it supplies everything, as it tells everything, controls, manage everything in our body. So breathe deep to keep your brain happy and swimming in oxygenated cells. Now, the fifth one is the brain is much more active at night than during the day. Logically, you would think that all the moving around, complicated calculations and tasks and general interactions we do on a daily basis during our working hours could take a lot of brain power than, say, lying in bed. Now, there is this is one interesting, most interesting fact about the brain, that our brain is more active at night when we sleep and less active at daytime. Means at the day when we do all that work and this all, it is not the whole power of the brain. The brain is more active at night. Turns out the opposite true. When you turn off your brain, turn on. Scientists don't yet know why this is, but you can thank the hard work of your brain while you sleep for all those pleasant dreams. Now, for example, you can see. Now, it is my personal opinion that if we sometimes sleep and whatever we have seen today and everything, so brain consumes, our brain thinks that we have what I have seen, what I saw, what I do, that all it comes and then it makes it in a dream, it converts it in a dream, and that it comes means our brain is more active. And not only that, it sees about our heart, our systems in our body, that we are taking breathing nicely, the oxygen is going nicely, the heart is pumping the blood nicely. This all takes about the brain. Now, sixth one. Scientists say the higher your IQ, the more your dreams. Now, as I told, whatever we learn, whatever we see, whatever we do, that all our brain consumes it, takes it, and then converts it into a dream. So, how much if we ever we learn, how much if all we know, that will can come more your dreams. That will come more in your dreams. So, higher IQ, higher dreams. Why? While this may be true, don't take it as a sign you are mentally lacking. If You can't recall your dreams. Most of us don't remember many of our dreams, and the average length of most dreams is only 2-3 seconds, barely long enough to register. Now, if we wake up, if I wake up from my sleep and I got a dream about I did something, if I was carrying, fall from the I fall from a mountain. I will just know that thing. Whatever happened before it, I will everything vanished. Everything vanished over there. So just 2 to 3 seconds of the last time we think. Last time we can just think that yeah, this happened. But what first? Nothing. Everything we don't know about it. Now the seventh one is neurons. Neurons continue to grow throughout human life. For years, scientists and doctors thought that brain and neural tissues couldn't grow or regenerate. While it doesn't act in the same manner as tissues in many other parts of the body, neurons can do grow throughout your life, adding a whole new dimension to study of the brain and illness that affect you. Now, the neurons of our brain. Now, the brain also have neurons which store or which send signals to others in the brain. So the neurons, now like a lizard and that all, when they are when their tail, when the tail is cutted, they again regenerate, they again regrow it. So nothing is a part in our human body. We all think that that can come again, but leaving our hair and nails. But the neurons in the brain, the memory in the brain, and that all grows as we grow big. The neurons grow more, some die, some again regenerate, and this whole process goes for different. We can think about different things while we grow up. So that's why only sometimes like when you are small we enjoy a lot, we say we have to do this, we do that, we want to go out in this time also. But when we grow big, the neurons that change, and then they say that no, it be like it the neurons change like sincere and that all. Now comes the eighth one. Information travels at different speeds within different types of neurons. Not all neurons are the same. Every neuron in our brain is not the same. Every one is different. There are a few different types within the body, and transmission along these different kinds can be as slow as zero point 0.5 meters in 1 second or as fast as 120. Now the it based on different neurons in which speed they will go, in which speed they will tell. Like if they will send, some neurons will send message at this speed, 0.5 meters per second this speed, or some at this speed. So this is, there are different types of neurons. Now the ninth one comes, the brain itself cannot feel pain. Now, while the brain might be the pain center when you cut your finger or burn yourself, the brain itself does not have pain receptors and cannot feel pain. That doesn't mean your head can't hurt. The brain is surrounded by loads of tissues, nerves, and blood vessels that are plenty receptive to pain and can give you a pounding headache. Now, sometimes whenever some burn happens to our finger, or the finger cuts, then that all is pain for our finger, pain for us, but not for the brain. Now, the brain and the body, they are the brain is like a different part from the whole body. If anything happens to the body, the brain doesn't. The brain feels sad, or it shows that it is feeling pain. The brain doesn't feel pain. Our body is feeling pain. Now, the 10th one comes, 80% of the brain is water. The brain isn't a firm gray mass you have seen on TV. Now, in the TV and that all we see in the YouTube and that all we just see sometimes that the brain they are showing like a hard substance in a different way. A hard substance. It is not a hard substance actually. It is 80% of the water. Now he only it is 80%. So how much it will be? Just watery, watery. Now we think that it is so much watery, watery, but it is not that much. Living brain tissue is a squishy, pink and jelly-like organ. Thanks to the loads of blood and high water content of the tissue. So the next time you are feeling dehydrated, get a drink to keep your brain hydrated. Now the tissues and that will also use a little bit water from the brain. It takes a water, and as soon as we take a lot of water, the brain has 80% of water. As soon as it goes less, 79%, it will get that you want water. The dehydration feeling will start. And if it goes a lot, if it just goes below 75%, it can be, you can die also. So it is very much important to be hydrated. Dehydration is a very much big problem. Now the 11th comes. Now the brain has over. Now we will start with the hairs and nails. Facial hair grows faster than any other hair on the body. Now if you have ever had a covering of stubble on your face as you are clocking out at 5 o'clock, you are probably pretty familiar with this. In fact, if the average man never shaved his beard, it would grow to over 30 feet during his lifetime, longer than a killer whale. Now, if the beard, which is the hair, which is there from the borning, or it is there from when we are kid, from that particular age, if it is there, then it takes it takes lot of time, which is hair above our head and that all. But which the hairs which come after we grow a little bit big, that hair, that is called a facial hair, or we do some we tell them to do like hair transplant and that all, which we do, that facial hairs grow faster on our body than all any other hairs on our body. Every day the average person loses 60 or 100 strands of hair. Unless you're already bald, chances are good that you are shedding pretty heavily on a daily basis. Your hair loss will vary in accordance with the season, pregnancy, illness, diet, and age. Now, in our body, that the 60 to 100 strands, 60 to 100 like balls of hair from our body goes down, cuts off, loses. So this is a lot like a problem, and this also vary at which what we are now. If we are ill, then it vary. If you are on a diet, it will vary, or the age or the season. Now 13th one is, women's hair is about half the diameter of men's hair. While it might sound strange, it shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that men's hair should be coarser than that the women. Hair diameter also varies on average between races, making their plugs of some men look especially obvious. Now the women's hair grow faster than the men's, because the women's hair is half the diameter of the men's hair. So but they in a small time, in a less time, their hair comes more. But in that time, if you compare men and women, the men will come less hair than the woman, as woman is the half of the diameter of the men's hair. Now comes the 14th one. One human hair can support 3.5 ounces. Now this means that that's about the weight of two full size candy bars. Hair, one human hair only of this can support 3 to 5 ounces, and with hundreds of thousands of hair on the human head makes the tail of Rapunzel. Now, the human hair which is now, if at this average age, like if we are now 10, 11 at that time, 5, 6, 10, 11, if we cut off all the hair and if we take it, and if we think, it would be full 3 to 5 ounces, which is the two full sizes of a candy bars. Means hair this hair can weigh this much. And if thousands and hundreds of hairs, one hair like thousands and hundreds, it would be the tail of Rapunzel very much. Then the 15th one comes. The fastest growing nail is on the middle finger. Now, and the nail on the middle finger of your dominant hand will grow the fastest of all. Why is not entirely known, but nail growth is related to the length of the finger, with the longest fingers growing nails the fastest and shortest the slowest. Now, biggest finger, middle finger, faster nails, the lowest, littlest finger, shortest finger, the little finger will have slowly nails. Now, the 16th one comes. There are as many hairs per square inch on your body as a chimpanzee. Now you all know that everyone says that humans are came from the monkeys and chimpanzees and these all. So that's why only there is an example like the as many hairs there are in a square inch on our body, that much are just on a chimpanzee also. Now the 17th comes. Blondes have more hair. Blondes have more hair. They are said to have more fun and they definitely have more hair. Hair color determines how dense the hair on your head is. Now, which hair color we have, it can also vary on how dense our hair will be. The average human has 1 lakh hair follicles, each of which is capable of producing 20 individual hairs during a person's lifetime. Blondes average 1,46,000 follicles, while people with black hair tend to have about 1,10,000 follicles. The people who have black hair, they will have 1,10,000 follicles, and with brown hair will have 1 lakh follicles, and red hairs have the least dense hair with about 86,000 follicles. Now, the 18th one comes. Fingernails grow nearly 4 times faster than toenails. You're trimming your fingernails much faster frequently than your toenails. Now, we faster cut the nails. Faster cut the nails and the toenails which are there at our legs, that we think that it grows after a lot of time, but the fingernails grow faster and faster. So the fingernails, we 4 times faster means a toenail, one toenail is there, we would be cutting fingernails 4 times and then we will cut a toenail. Now the 19th one comes. The lifespan of a human hair is 3 to 7 years on average. Now, one hair about on our head just can live for 3 to 7 years. After it will directly shed off, or else something it will come out. We will cut, or something will happen. While you quiet a few hairs each day, your hairs actually have a pretty long life, providing they aren't subject to any trauma. Your hairs will likely get to see several different haircuts, styles, and even possibly decades before they fall out on their own. Now, the 20th one comes. You must lose over 50% of your scalp hairs before it is apparent to anyone. Now, you lose hundreds of hairs a day, but you will have to lose a lot of more before you or anyone else will notice. Half of the hairs on your pretty little head will have to disappear before the impending baldness will become obvious to all those around you. Now, the 21st comes. Human hair is virtually indestructible. Indestructible. Aside from its flammability, human hair decays at such a slow rate that it is practically non disintegrative. If you have ever wondered how your house clogs up your pipes so quick, consider this. Hair cannot be destroyed by cold, change of climate, water, or other natural forces, and it is resistant to many kinds of acid and corrosive chemicals. Now, the 22nd comes about the 23rd comes about the internal organs of the body. The largest internal organ is the small intestine. Now it seems small. Now our stomach is small from our chest to the stomach. We think it is a very short distance, but all these things are fitted in it. And this small intestine is called like something. If we a lot of wire and that all is there, we are putting it in any direction like this. The small intestine comes, and that small intestine is about 5 to 7 meters long. Despite being called the smaller of the two intestines, your small intestine is actually 4 times as long as the average adult is tall. Now, the average adult, if like 18 to 20 years, how much it is tall? It can be like 5 to 6 feet, 5 to 6 foot, and that the small intestine would be 4 times more from it. In us also, in small children also. If it weren't looped back and forth upon itself, it wouldn't fit inside the abdominal cavity. Now, the 24th comes the human body heart creates enough pressure to squirt blood 30 feet. Now, if we also throw water, it cannot go as long as 30 feet, how much ever pressure we put. But our heart, our heart pumps the water pumps the blood at this much speed that if also we will that heart will pump blood, it can go in a second in a speed 30 feet long, 30 feet far. No wonder you can feel your heartbeat so easy. Pumping blood through your body quickly and efficiently takes quite a bit pressure, resulting the strong contractions of the body and the thick walls of the ventricles will push the blood of the body. And this also because the human heart pumps the blood with this much pressure, we now feel that it is okay, it is nothing. But when we run a lot, when there is a lot of deficiency of some proteins, when our muscles are that small, we can just hear without putting our hand over there, and it pains as our heart is pumping, and that up down does grow small. Our muscles pain means there is lack of this, and the heart, from this only you can understand the heart pumps the blood with a lot of pressure. Now the 25th comes the acids in your stomach is strong enough to dissolve razor blades. Now while you certainly shouldn't test the fortitude of your stomach by eating a razor blade, now the shaves and that all does the big people, the adults, they, that shave blade, that razor blade comes, that is also so sharp, but the acid which is there in our stomach can just vanish it in seconds. But not of these that you will eat a razor blade and do something. No, before going in, it will just cut all the parts in our body, so it is very much harmful. Not also not the other metals also, the metals is a very much different thing. It is very much sharp and this. But however it is this, but our acids in the stomach will dissolve in just seconds. As the hydrochloric acid is the strongest acid in the whole world. Now the 26th comes. The human body is estimated to have 60,000 miles of blood vessels. To put that in perspective, the distance around the earth is about 25,000 miles, making the distance your blood vessels could travel if laid end to end more than 2 times around the earth. Now, if from where you are, if you will go straight, from the point which you have started, and the whole round of the earth if you take, it would be 25,000 miles. And the blood vessels in our body are this much that if we will put them by line, touch to each other also, it will contain 60,000 miles, means 3 to 4, means three rounds of the whole earth, which is also very much large. The 27th one is, you get a new stomach lining every 3 to 4 days. Now, the acid which is there in the stomach, you would get a question that why it doesn't burn, why it doesn't dissolve our stomach. The stomach is made up of the mucose. It has mucose at its bordering. Because of that mucose, the hydrochloric acid cannot do anything to our muscles of the stomach. So every 3 to 4 days, that mucus lines converts into sunlight, replace it every 3 to 4 days. Those with ulcers know how painful it can be when stomach acids take its toll on the lining of your stomach. Now, the 28th comes, the surface area of a human lung is equal to a tennis court. Now, the surface area, in order to more efficiently oxygenate the blood, the lungs are filled with thousands of branching bronchi and tiny grape-like alveoli. These are filled with microscopic capillaries which oxygen and carbon dioxide. These large amount of surface area makes it easier for this exchange to take place, and make sure you stay properly oxygenated at all. So now the 29th is, now the 29th card. So that now the 26th, the 29th is, women's heart beats faster than men's. A woman's heart pumps blood, beats it faster than men's. The main reason for this is simply that on average women tend to be smaller than men and have less mass to pump blood. Now in our body, the muscles and mass of their body is less than the men's. So that's why the heart in simply pumps, the heart can give blood to others, and as it speeds it can pump it more faster for the women's, but faster than the men's. But women's and men's heart can actually act quite differently, especially when experiencing trauma like a heart attack, and many treatments that work for men must be adjusted or changed entirely to work for women. Now the 13th come, scientists have counted over 500 different liver functions. You may not think much about your liver except after a long night of drinking, but the liver is one of the body's hardest working, largest, and busiest organ. Some of the functions your liver performs are production of bile, decomposition of red blood cells, plasma protein synthesis, and detoxification. So these are just 4 to 5, but the liver does 500 more functions, more different functions in our human body. The 31st is, the aorta is nearly the diameter of a garden hose. The average adult heart is about the size of two fists, making the size of the aorta quite impressive. The artery needs to be so large as it is the main supplier of rich oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. Now, the heart of an adult is more than is like to be two fists of a human body. The two fists would be of a heart in an adult. Now, the 32nd come, the 32 come, the your left lung. Now, left lung in our body is smaller than your right lung, as to make the room for your heart. As we know, the heart is not in just the middle of the lungs, it is a little bit shifted to left side. That's why the left lung is smaller than your right lung, giving a room for the heart. For most people, if they were asked to draw a picture of what the lungs look like, they would draw both looking roughly the same size, while the lungs are fairly similar in size. The human heart, though located fairly centrally, is tilted slightly to the left, making it take up more room on the side of the body and crowding out that poor left lung. Now, the 33rd comes. You could remove a large part of your internal organs and survive. Now, a lot of part in our internal organs we can remove, and then also we can survive. The human body may appear fragile, but it's possible to survive even with the removal of the stomach, the spleen, 70% of the liver, 80% of the intestines, one kidney, one lung, and virtually every organ from the pelvic and groin area. You might not feel too great, but the missing organs wouldn't kill you. Means if we remove our stomach, we can live. If we remove 75% of the liver, we can live. 80% of intestines, one kidney, one lung, and virtually every organ in our pelvic. These all parts also are removed, then also we can live, which is a very much great thing. Now, the 34th comes the adrenal glands change size throughout life. The adrenal glands lying right above the kidneys are responsible for releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. In the 7th month of the fetus development, the glands are roughly the same size as the kidneys. At birth, the glands have shrunk slightly and will continue to do so throughout life. In fact, by the time a person reaches old age, glands are so small they can hardly be seen. Means a gland can become big, small. It is a very different thing, shrinking process, growing process. Now, the 35th is our bodily functions, the outer functions, the body functions. Sneezes. Sneezes regularly exceed 100 mph. There's a good reason why you can't keep your eyes open when you sneeze. That sneeze is rocketing out of your body at close to 1000 mph, mile per hour. This is, of course, a good reason to cover your mouth when you sneeze. Now, if a rocket is going just from nearly at you, just is not sending out fire, it is just going in front of your eyes, and that time if you will open your eyes, so you know what would happen. So it is a very good example for saying that if we close our eyes when sneezing. Now, coughs clock in at about 60 miles per hour. Viruses and colds get spread around the office and classroom quickly during cold and flu season. With 60 miles per hour, coughs spraying germs far and wide, it's no wonder. Now, every germ spray over here, when we cough, it goes out by 60 miles per hour and spreads in our offices, classrooms, in the colds and the flu seasons. Now, the 37th is women blink twice as many times as men do. Now, that's a lot of blinking every day. The average person, man or woman, blinks about 30 times a minute. Now, eyes we blink in average, if we see for men and women both, the eyes blinks 13 times in a minute average, but the woman blinks twice as many as men. If a man is doing in a minute, if it is doing, for example, like 10, then the woman would do 20. So this is an example. Now the 38th comes. A full bladder is roughly the size of a soft ball. No wonder you have to run to bathroom when you feel the call of the void. The average bladder holds about 400 to 800 cc of fluid, but most people will feel the urge to go long before that at 250 to 300 cc. Now, 39th is approximately 75% of human waste is made up of water. While we might typically think that urine is a liquid part of the human waste products, the truth is that what we consider solid waste is actually mostly water as well. You should be thankful that most waste is fairly water filled, as drier, harder stools are what cause constipation and are much harder and sometimes painful to pass. Now, the 14th comes. Feet have 5 lakh sweat glands and can produce more than a pint of sweat a day. Now, feet have 5 lakh glands for just removing sweat from our body. What kind of sweat producing power? It's no wonder that your gym shoes have a stench that can feel pain. Additionally, men usually have much more active sweat glands than women. Now, the 41st is during your lifetime, you will produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. Not swimming pool, two. You take a large one. Now, in this large two swimming pools can fill in the saliva in the whole daily lifetime. Saliva plays an important part in the beginning the digestive process and the keeping the mouth lubricated. And if you want to know more about the saliva, you can see our video about the digestive system, which have the link in description. Now, the 42nd is the average person expels flatulence 14 times each day. Even if you are like to think you are too dignified to pass gas. The reality is that almost everyone will at least a few times a day. Digestion causes the body to release gases which can be painful if trapped in the abdomen and not released. Now, the 43rd is earwax. Earwax production is necessary for good ear health. While many people find earwax to be disgusting, it's actually a very important part of your ear's defense system. It protects the delicate inner ear from bacteria, fungus, dirt, and even insects. It also cleans and lubricates the ear canal. Now we will talk about senses. Now, first one means the 44th in senses is after eating too much, your hearing is less sharp. Now, if we eat a lot and then someone is saying us, we will not our hearing will be less. What he is saying, we will not catch faster. If you are heading to a concert or a musical after a big meal, you may be doing yourself a disservice. Try eating a smaller meal if you need to keep your hearing pitch perfect. Now, the 45th is about one third of the human race has 20/20 vision. Now, glasses and contact wearers are hardly alone in the world that two-thirds of a population have less than perfect vision. The amount of people with perfect vision decreases further as they age. Now, 46th is if saliva dissolves something, you cannot taste it. In order for foods or anything else to have a taste, chemicals more the substance must be dissolved by saliva. If you don't believe it, try drying off your tongue before tasting something. Now, the 47th is women are born better smellers than men and remain better smellers over the life. Now, if something is over there, the woman can smell it better than the men. Studies have shown that women are more able to correctly pinpoint just what a smell is. Women were better able to identify citrus, vanilla, cinnamon, and coffee smells. While women are overall better smellers, there is an unfortunate 2% of the population with no sense of smell at all. Now, the 48th is your nose can remember 50,000 different scents. Now, in a day or in a year, if we have talked about what if we have seen 50,000 different things, different smells, our nose can put this all our nose can remember all these 50,000 different scents, while a bloodhound's nose may be a million times more sensitive than a human. That doesn't mean that the human sense of smell is useless. Humans can identify a wide variety of scents, and many are strongly tied to our memories. Now, the 49th is the even small noises cause the pupils of your eyes to dilate. It is believed that this is why surgeons, watchmakers, and others who perform delicate manual operations are so bothered by uninvited noise. The sound causes their pupils to change focus and blur their vision, making it harder to do their job well. So while the surgeries and while the watchmakers makes watch and like other things, they all just see about their work because it is very much delicate. Something wrong happens, the whole the work will be the wasted. So they doesn't want any noise over there, because as soon as little and little noise is over there, their eyes will the pupils of the eyes will try to focus there, and what they are doing, it will be disturbed. Now the 15th one is everyone has a unique smell except for identical twins. Now, leaving all the twins which born twins, the newborns are all able to recognize the smell of their mothers, and many of us can pinpoint the smell of our significant others and those we are close to. Part of the smell is determined by genetics, but it's also largely due to environment, diet, and personal hygiene. Products that create a unique chemistry for each person. Now, aging and death. Now, you all know that we all become old and then we die. So, there are more facts about this also. The ashes of a cremated person average about 9 pounds. Big part of what gives the human body weight is the water trapped in our cells. Once cremated, that water and a majority of other tissues are destroyed, leaving little behind. Now, the 52nd is nails and hair do not continue to grow after we die. As soon as we die, the hair and the nails stop growing. They do appear longer when we die. However, as the skin dehydrates, pulls back from the nail beds and scalps. Now, we all know that nail are just not sticked up. It is a little bit inside our that part also. Some skin is above it. So as we die, that skin shreds off. That skin comes a little bit behind. So the nails appears big, and same to the hair. Scalp also just goes a little bit down. Thing shreds a little bit down. So that's why after dying they don't grow, but they think that they see that it is bigger than usual. Now the 53rd is by the age of 60 most people will have lost about half their taste buds. Now, the taste buds which are there on our tongue, if we focus on our tongue properly in a mirror, we can see that there are many much thing like coming up a little bit. That things are called as taste buds, which tell us taste about the thing which we are eating. That sweet, sour, the salty, and that all. So perhaps, and when we are about 60, half of the taste buds are gone off, destroyed, vanished. Perhaps you shouldn't trust your grandma's cooking as much as you do. Older individuals tend to lose their ability to taste, and many find that they need much more intense flavoring in order to be able to fully appreciate a dish. Now, 54th is your eyes are always the same size from birth, but your nose and ears never stop growing. Now, if my eyes from now is this much, then when I will start growing, when I will be big, about when I will big and when I will be old and die, till that time, whole this time the eyes size will be same, but our nose and ears will grow, and they will from now to that time they will seem big. So they are the same size, eyes are the same size that they will be carrying around in their bodies the rest of their lives. The ears and nose, however, will grow throughout their lives, and research has shown that growth peaks in 7 years cycles. Now, the 55th is by 60 years of age, 60% of men and 40% of women will snore. Now, if you have ever been kept awake by a snoring loved one, you know the sound can be deafening. Normal snores average around 60 decibels. The noise level of a normal speech intense snores can reach more than 80 decibels, the approximate level caused by a jackhammer breaking up concrete. Now, when some person start being of 60 years age, 60% of the men and 40% of women start snoring, start that groaning at the mouth from their noise. So this all is done when they are of 60 years of old, 60% and 40%. And it creates a lot of noise. Because it's normal now at this age and that all, if we know that it will be not that much, it will be normal and that all. But when we grew big at 60 years old and that all, it would be a very much large sound. The breaking of concrete. Jackhammer is breaking of concrete. Now, the 56th is a baby's head is 1/4 of its total length, but by age of 25 will only be 1/8 of its total length. Now, the head of a baby is about 1/4, means his whole body is divided in 4 parts. The brain is its head is about one part of that four, and when it is about the age of 25, 20, and that all, then his head will be 1/8, means the body is divided into 8 parts and the head is just contains one part. As it turns out, our adorably oversized baby heads won't change size at drastically. As the rest of our body, the legs and torso will lengthen, but the head won't get much longer. The legs, hands, stomach, torso, and that all grows faster, but the head and it would be smaller, and it will not won't get much longer. Now, the 57th is about the diseases and the injuries in life. Monday is the day of the week when the risk of heart attack is greatest. Now, yet another reason to Luathe Mondays. A 10-year study in Scotland found that 20% more people die of heart attacks on Monday than any other day of the week. Researchers theorize that it's a combination of too much fun over the weekend with the stress of going back to work and causes to increase. So now this says that why Monday? Because now at Saturdays and Sundays about all the enjoyment and that, and on the Monday all the stress and being that at home. Yeah, I have enjoyed a lot. Now I want a little bit break and that all. This all the stress can cause the more increase of an heart attack. Now the 58th comes. The humans can make do longer without food than sleep. Now humans need sleep. If they will not eat food for a longer time, it's okay, but they have to sleep. While you might feel better prepared to stay up all night partying and to give up eating, and feeling will be relatively short-lived, provided there is water. The average human could survive a month or 2 months without food, depending on their body fat and other factors. Sleep deprived people, however, start experiencing radical personality and psychological changes after only a few sleepless days. The longest recorded time anyone has ever gone without sleep is 11 days, at the end of which the experimenter was awake but stumbled over words, hallucinated, and frequently forget what he was doing. Now, in a search, they also has the scientists also asked the government to of taking 5 to 6% in it and seeing that how what will happen if they will not sleep, and the people were also agreed. So the starting of first to 1 2 days they were okay, they were not sleeping, but then after 3 to 4 days and that all, the they were sending some gases so that they will not sleep, and as soon they are not sleeping, after a lot of time they would psychology they were leaving their mental thing. They were made like some humans. They were not humans only, like demons. They were eating, they are killing other persons with their nails, hands, and then they are eating their flesh. Means the psychological problem and the mentally problem affects our brain if we not get a proper sleep, if we not get a proper rest. Means it is very much complicated thing. Sleep is very much important for our life. Then comes the 59th one. The a simple moderately severe sunburn damages the blood vessels extensively. Now, some people will think if they gone on the beaches and that all, they will they will say I want to do sunbath and that all, but the severe sunburns damage the blood vessels extensively. How extensively? Studies have shown that it can take 4 to 15 months for them to return to the normal conditions. Now, if one sunburn will take 15 months, then it is not good for just going and just taking a sunbath and that all. Consider that the next time you are feeling too lazy to apply sunscreen before heading outside. Now, 16th is over 90% of diseases are caused or complicated by stress. Now, the people now in this time, everyone are just focusing on their work. The life is now busy. So, because of this stress and everything, 90% of diseases are just being done by this stress, just being done by just doing the work. The high stress job you have could be doing more than just wearing you down each day. A lot of stress you do, a lot of the body is not now good. So 90% of diseases are just done by the stress. It could also be increasing your chances of having a variety of serious medical conditions like depression, high blood pressure, and heart diseases. Now, the 61st is a human head remains conscious for about 15 to 20 seconds after it is being dissipated. Now, while it might be gross to think about, the blood in the head may be enough to keep someone alive and conscious for a few seconds. After the head has been separated from the body, though, reports as to the accuracy of this are widely varying. Now, if someone cuts hair from the neck, then also our brain can respond for a lesser time. Our body can respond for 15 to 20 seconds. If you're thinking, yeah, I will walk till this part, till that only our neck is now just cutted off, but the signal which has gone to the body, it will last till 15 to 20 seconds. Then the 60 second is 62 is the so no. Today we have learned about 61 only, means 60 plus very cool facts. So what we have learned today, 60 plus very cool facts, which are very much important, which are about the human body. Today we have get a great information about our body. And if you have if you have learned something new in our video, if we think our video is good, please like our video, please share our video, and subscribe our channel and click the bell icon. And because when we will put another video, you will get a notification that our video is there, and we want a first view from you all. So if you want some suggestions, if you want some videos from us, you can give us suggestions in the comment box below the subscription this. So thanks for watching our video till the end. Bye bye.